Well, this is not something I had ever expected to play. Hello, everyone. I am the MoeChicken, and we are going to be playing Battle Kid and the Fortress of Peril. We're going to start with normal difficulty. Here we go. 1 week later. Dish Corp, workplace of Dr. Tina Byers.
Oh no! What is it, Dr. B? Timmy, I just intercepted a disturbing transmission. What is it? It originated from the Fortress Ilakab. Why do we look like this? What? Wasn't that place abandoned long ago? Yes, but this is no mistake. Someone is using it as a base. It was often nicknamed the Fortress of Peril due to the fact that wizards who inhabited it filled it with traps and dangerous creatures. No doubt the group in there has taken command of things. The transmission I intercepted speaks of a weapon being developed there. What kind of weapon? A super mech. Basically a giant robot humanoid with many weapon systems. Something on this scale would be a huge threat if it was completed. God knows what they'll do with it.
No, she's not looking at him at all.
Due to the nature of this fortress, the only way it could be dealt with is if it was done covertly by an individual. Timmy, follow me. What is this? A while back, I had made up a prototype for a personal combat suit. It would allow for some superhuman abilities, as well as having these gloves which can discharge a simple energy shot, thus providing one with an endless supply of ammunition. The suit is based on a design that was made by the very wizards of Ilakab. They were said to be tech-savvy, but most of their work died with them. I only had a rough schematic, so it's not fully operational. The suit was able to be upgraded with enhancement cards. I can never figure out the technology of them myself, but I believe those cards are still inside the fortress. The major downside of this is the lightweight nature of this suit offers very little protection. I didn't mass produce it because only the most skillful individual could truly take advantage of it. So with this I could try to infiltrate the fortress? Maybe our only chance. I'll do it. I'll go try the suit on. Good thing my body is strangely shaped. How's it fit?
Oh gosh.
It seems fine. This will work. Normal, right? You can use the transport ship to fly the island. I pinpointed a spot on the outskirts where you could set up a base. There's a small communications room by it. You can use its terminal to contact me. I'll be gathering intel in the meantime. You'll also need to seek out the 6 guardians of the fortress to unlock the inner sanctum. Timmy, good luck. Thank you, Doctor.
After flying for a few hours, Timmy had reached his destination. Alright, guess that's me. Oh, look at me!
And here we go!
Here we go indeed! Okay, so, allow me to explain a little bit. I got this. Coordinate display is obtained. Okay, so you can see my coordinates up there in the upper right. Down here I think is a teleporter. Yeah, that'll be useful later. I first learned about this game... Oh, hang on. So this is very important. I didn't know about this the first time I played the game. I only found out about the very end. You can do this, and it'll give you hints. Proceed through the caves to reach the fortress entrance. Beware the Lotus Guardian. Anytime you come back here, you can check that, and it'll tell you what to do next. Also, that's a save point, and that's the nonogram! The glory of the nonogram! Alright, anyway. So, I first learned about this game from a Game Grumps playthrough a long time ago, and it was actually... was and still is one of the funniest series on the show because of how upset Aaron got with this game. This game is difficult. It is a homebrew game made by Cbot Games, and it apparently was originally inspired by games like I Want to Be the Guy, which I may have said before, I don't like. I don't like that kind of game. The sort of fail until you accidentally win paradigm of gaming. Because I prefer a game where you can recover. That is the essence of what I think a lot of those games are missing. Like games like I Want to Be the Guy, Trap Adventure 2, stuff like that, where it's just sort of like it's designed to intentionally subvert your expectations as a gamer and continuously eat through lives by what I would describe as unfair behavior. So for a long time, I believed that this was that. It was one of those kind of games, and I didn't care to play it. The only reason I had a copy at all was more of a novelty than anything else. When I saw that playthrough, I was like, I want to get this stupid game, because it's funny. What I found out, though, just sort of on a whim, I decided to play this over the weekend. What I found out is that the game is not that at all. Like, that concept of a game that's intentionally trying to subvert your expectations and like if this was like an I Want to Be the Guy or Trap Adventure, I'd jump up here and then spikes would appear from the wall and kill me. because you have to do that. You have to do like, oh, if you don't do that, you don't get past it, and then spikes appear from the wall and kill me there. Stuff like that. I hate that because all it's designed to do is frustrate the player. Like that's sort of how I think of those games. They're troll games. They're designed to irritate you, and they're more for the people watching than for the people playing. Again, in my opinion. This game, however, is not like that. This game I would describe more as something like Ghouls and Ghosts, where it's, yes, very difficult. It has razor-thin margins of error, but it does follow its own rules. And as long as you understand those rules, you can... What a screen! You can survive. And so, with that in mind, I actually played through the whole thing recently. Now, admittedly, I played through it on easy mode, and I would argue that one of this game's major flaws is fixed by easy mode, namely that everything takes too much damage. It takes too much damage to the point where it's just sort of like, it's pointlessly frustrating. And that's a mark I would say against it. The other big mark against it is, once again, there's no ability to recover. It's true you have infinite lives and passwords on both easy and normal, but you just can't recover, and that's a frustrating state, I think. That to me is what I would describe as being player hostile. See, like there. If I had been able to recover, sure, but since I can't, I have to go back and repeat it. So a lot of this game is played just sort of like from save point to save point, really. Which isn't so strange, I suppose, but it can be very irritating, especially if you've been playing for a while, or there's a part that you get frustrated with. But, as far as these kind of games go, I would say that that's a relatively small mark against it. I think it does a good job, and that's why we're playing it. So, we're playing on normal now, which, again, I've never beaten. I've never beaten on normal, I've beaten on easy. So, I don't know how difficult the later parts of the game will be. Now, as far as I understand, the only real difference between easy and normal is that on easy, you start off with what they call the damage amplifier, which I think just doubles the power of your attack. And with that, the game just becomes... Oh, first boss. Okay, so first we'll check over here. So these guys, I haven't really talked about this. These guys here are locked. It's supposed to be a locked door. I need the one key to get through there. I can't do that. Gotta go find the boss. And the boss is Purple Plant! Again, if you've ever seen that Game Grumps playthrough of this, you probably know this as the source of the amazing Jennifer dumped me line. The idea here is you're just supposed to shoot it in the face, as you might expect. It has 3 colors that it cycles through before it's dead, and hopefully I can get it out too much trouble. Most of the bosses are just... It's just a matter of figuring out their patterns, as with many bosses in video games. And depending on the boss, some are more brutal than others. Like, there's one boss later on that I honestly think went... Oh, got him. Awesome. That was the giant purple plant. There's some bosses, especially later on, that I think are more... if you just get lucky with their pattern than actually being skilled. Like, there's one later on that's absolutely awful for that. Alright, so we beat the first boss. You can see up there in the upper right-hand corner, there's 6 skulls. We've got one of them red X'd out. So we beat one of them, we gotta get the others. Dr. B, what do I do? Lower level of the fortress lies an upgrade to enhance one's jumping ability. I want that. Nonogram! So let's go back. So yeah, as long as you kind of keep using the little terminal, you can pretty well keep track of where you're supposed to be going. This game, like so many exploration platformer games, is entirely driven by the power-ups. So all of your power-ups provide you with improvements to your mobility, and you're just trying to get through it. Whoa. But yeah, you see, like those little guys, in the easy mode with the damage amplifier, they take 2 shots. I think that's reasonable, you know? Because, I mean, like, they're just designed to be kind of like mounted turrets. Like, why should they take a ton of hits to beat? I don't know. I'm playing the game now like it's supposed to be played, I guess you could say. There's one other thing that playing it on easy does, is it gives you a sweet pink palette as a means of, I guess, emasculating you. Truth be told, I like the green outfit. I'm more used to the pink outfit. Like, seeing him in green feels weird. So, go figure. Alright, so we can't jump up here. That's why we need the improvement to our jumping ability. Go over here. We'll get that eventually. That is the hover ability. Well, the slow fall ability might be. The feather fall might be the better way to put it. But we, Dr. B said we need to go down, so we will go down. Now, one thing that y'all won't be able to see, but I will mention, whenever I'm playing this game and I'm doing something that's like particularly like stressful or like requires a lot of precision, I'll start like twitching my feet. Like I kind of like curl my feet up whenever I'm trying to do something that takes a lot of like concentration. So like as I'm just imagine as I'm doing all of this, my feet are going crazy because that's what's happening. It's what's happening. Okay, there we go. High jump. Awesome. So now I can jump. It's not really that much higher, honestly. Like, I think I could previously jump 2 blocks. Now I can jump 3 blocks. Hooray. But, you know, it is what it is. I hate those guys. These guys up here, awful. Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Oh. There are also a lot of times in this game where you just kind of go for it. Like, anytime you leave a screen and come back, it resets all the elements for the screen. And so there's sometimes where it's just better to, like, just do like that. It's like, okay, I'm out of sync. Let me just reset the screen. And that place where I just passed with the little guys shooting up, I get so much more flustered if I just let them get going than if I just go. Anyway, yeah, hopefully we'll get through this. Again, haven't played it on normal, so I don't know how... Keydoor. Don't really know how hard it's going to be, but we'll try. I was playing it last night, because I beat it on easy last night, and I was, like, listening to a YouTube show, and so I was like, okay, well, I'll just play on normal until the show's over. And I actually got, like, you know, I'm through the first 2 bosses, so hopefully I'll be able to get through this. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. I'm sure I will devolve into frustration later. The other major thing, well, I'll talk about that in the next episode. What is it? We're at 13 minutes. I'll go just a little bit longer. We'll do 15 minutes. That seems to have become the standard on my channel, so I guess that's what we'll do. Whoa. Yep. Okay, this guy. This guy. This guy. Dang it. So another thing that's interesting to note is that, so there are 5 difficulty levels in this game. Easy is the same as normal in that it has infinite continues and the password feature. And it has, easy starts you off with the damage amplifier. Normal, just infinite continues and passwords. But once you get past normal, you start having, first of all, there's no passwords. And second of all, you have a limited number of continues. So I think with hard, it's I believe it is 50, and then super hard is 20, and then unfair is 0. You have to do it all in one glorious run. No passwords, nothing. Doggone it. Probably never gonna do that. All right, well, we'll stop here for this episode. So, I am the MoeChicken. This has been Battle Kid, and thank you for stopping by. Beep beep.